We're gonna go for for a little ride. I don't know where we're going, but we're going, and then I'm gonna go back later on today. I've been up early. I worked early today, so this is a good time to do it. So let's just get into it. Let me get set up here. All right, so man, I'm having one of those days where I don't know what it is, but people love using fear tactics on me. So when I'm out having fun, they'll make a big deal about something because, they don't know how to be patient. And God's always taught me to be patient about stuff, that things are going to fall into play, and people cannot be patient. And it's actually really annoying, to be honest. I'm not out here making problems, but there's a lot of people that tend to make problems for me and use fear tactics to get what they want out of people, and it causes too many problems. It makes more problems than issues than it does good, and they don't understand that. So I'm dealing with something like that today. It's not like I'm being rude or anything like that, and that's the part about it that I don't genuinely understand is why use fear tactics to get what you want when you know it's going to fall into place? So why freak out about it? People are so on my butt with stuff, but they just genuinely don't give it a rest. That things are going to be all right, but people don't understand that. Alright, so we're going to go up past Walmart. Yeah, people are so quick to demand stuff that they'll, everything's going to be fine in the long run, and that's what I wish people would understand. There's a reason you pray to the Lord and you get those responses from the Lord, those blessings. But if you feel like you're incapable of doing that, then, why is it that everybody else is choosing to live in fear but me? Just something I don't exactly get. It's been like that for most of my life, and it bothered my name, actually. If people do it to get a reaction out of me, it's kind of weird. I don't get how anybody could want to put fear in somebody continually unless they want them to actually fail and not do good and stuff. Which then, that's the normal thing for them, is making people fail because they can't, they have this bit of fear inside of themselves that lingers about. So when somebody becomes successful or does good at something, they always rely on their fear to react a certain way, and then it leaves, it puts a bad reputation on people that are out here doing their own stuff. I don't know what to tell you people sometimes, but living in fear and throwing fear on somebody isn't exactly going to get you what you want out of life. You might end up defiling somebody's name, including your own. And it won't be anybody else's fault but you eventually, because people are going to learn that the person you're talking so horribly about or defiling so much isn't exactly as bad as what you're making them out to be. So, alright, I gotta go over that way. Yeah, it's fear tactics that's been like, people have been using fear tactics on me most of my life, and it's like, why are you all using fear tactics on me if you know I'm like set and prepared to do the exact right thing? Like, people have been trying to put me in fear in years. It's like, it's endless with people who like don't exactly understand the logic behind how things work or why you shouldn't be doing that to people, because like that's the stuff that like that's the kind of stuff that makes God come back and you know, do what he has to you because you were such a jerk to somebody. You were so busy defiling somebody's name that when God knows you did that, it comes back to you eventually, and then you wonder why life is the way it is for you. Well, you're busy defiling everybody else's name. Just something I like have noticed in the past few years is like everybody's so busy defiling my name when it comes down to it that they don't think about the consequences of how it's going to affect them in the long run. It's really weird. Thank you. Alright, so we're going to go up that way. Yeah, man, defiling somebody else's name is not good. Like, after a while, the truth is going to show, and God's going to be there, and He's going to show you exactly why you shouldn't be defiling somebody's name. And continuously defiling somebody's name to make them look like a bad person doesn't exactly help you in life. It doesn't make you do any better than what you're already doing. And the people defiling my name are people who don't want to do anything with their life at all. In case you haven't noticed, I've been around like some really awful people in my life, most of my life, and all they've ever done is defile my name since I've been an adult, just to make me look like a complete failure to everybody else. The fear tactic comes into play whenever somebody like is trying to make me look like this bad person. Some people just never learn to change, like, or respect people's boundaries, so they'll keep defiling them, keep making them look like a bad person, and all this other nonsense. Consistently defiling your name and making you look like a bad person, chances are they don't know how good they could have had it in life and choose to relentlessly hold themselves back from stuff so that because they do that, they feel like their children need to do that. And when their children don't visit them or call them up, you can't question why they're not calling you, why they're not coming to see you, because you have defiled the name of your own bloodline because you hate yourself so much. Don't defile people's names because you live in misery. That's all I gotta say. If you're out there busy defiling somebody else's name because you're living in misery and you're living in your own fear and you're stuck in a bubble, well, chances are that's you put yourself there and you need to stop. Pick the Bible up, read it. That's what I do on a daily basis. I pick the Bible up and read it, and then people just try to put fear right back into my life, as if it's gonna stop me from even remotely succeeding. And it's just like it gets worse and worse and worse, and it's because people continuously defile my name. And when that comes back to bite you in the long run, you can't blame anybody else but yourself. Point proven. Like if you're gonna sit there and defile your own children's name, they're not gonna appreciate you. They're not gonna show you. They're not gonna honor you because you're basically defiling the heck out of their name because you think that you're owed something. And if your children are out there making a living and doing it for themselves, why are you so busy defiling their name? Is it because you're not doing anything? You're lonely sitting at home on the couch because you've defiled everybody's name and everybody pushed you away? That's not, nobody's gonna feel sorry for you afterwards. It's on you to make life better for yourself. You don't rely on people. You rely on Jesus Christ. You rely on God. You don't sit there and defile somebody's name because you're full of hate. Wait. It's just weird that people will do that, though. Just incriminate somebody's name to a point because they never did good in their life. So, incriminating somebody else's name is their agenda, and that's the only way they get through life, is incriminating another's name. It's sad, because it happened to other people I watched growing up. Just people incriminated you don't go through life feeling jealousy of somebody. You go through life minding your own business and staying in your own lane. You don't wreak mayhem or wreak havoc in somebody else's life because you don't like something. Just unreasonably acceptable. I just don't get how people can go through life like that, being so depressed to the point where you gotta incriminate your own family and bloodline's name to make yourself look better than somebody, and then on top of it, incriminate your name because you're just as bad as you're speaking. Life and death spoken on the tip of the tongue. For those who love it or eat its fruit. If you love death, if you keep speaking death and you love death, that's where you're going to keep ending up. You're going to keep ending up in a spot that you don't like. And that won't be anybody else's problem but yours. That's something I never understood, is defiling another person's name to make yourself look good, and yet it defiles your own name because you're eating the fruit that you bear you're not like making life any better for you or yourself by doing that. Yeah, nothing drives me more nuts than a person that sits there, defiles your name because they live in this fear, that this bubble made of fear, and then try to insult you, try to defile your name because they just don't want it. They never wanted to do anything with their life. It's, there's a verse in the Bible that's actually like that. Again, like I said already, life and death spoken at the tip of the tongue. Those who love it eat its fruit. Meaning, everything you speak out into the world, if you like that negativity that you keep spreading out, and you keep eating that and taking that in, you're gonna be like that. And if you don't like it, well then, there's no way around it. Not everybody wants to be like that. Unfortunately, that's just how life goes. And if you haven't learned that as a lesson, maybe it's time you start doing that. Stop inducing fear into people's lives and start accepting that things are going to fall into place. God wants them to fall into place. It's one of those things that, I don't understand, but I've been dealing with that for years, where, people use fear tactics on me to get what they want, and then want to, bitch at me for messing up. And it's like, no. Quit inducing fear tactics into me and learn from me yourself. All right. I'm going to go up here a little bit. Yeah, everybody's so, busy inducing fear into, somebody else's life to get what they want. And then they wonder why, the person does so well. Well, God's blessing them because you're continuously inducing fear into their life. And God doesn't mess around with, you cursing somebody, and putting fear into somebody's life is actually considered as cursing somebody. That's why I go by a thing stating, this is something I read in the Bible, but I will curse those who curse you. I will bless those that bless you, and I will make you into a great nation. You got to remember that stuff, People don't follow the Bible, and that's where our problem is. You don't believe that they're going to get blessed, and it's because they live in that negative state that they're in all the time. So, So we're gonna explore some things I've never been down this road, so we're gonna explore it. In fear every day, you're just not going to do anything with your life, hands down. If you're afraid of everything and you're trying to induce your fear on somebody else, yeah, that's not going to exactly work in your favor. Just remember that. All right. Alright. Yeah, man, you gotta learn to have fun in life. You can't like let everything put you in a state of mind where you're just like so afraid of everything. If you like, yeah, you end up like that, you're never gonna live your life. You're never gonna go do the things that you're supposed to, and you're never gonna be successful. And that's the thing, is like learn to stop living in fear. You guys, thank you. way should we go? There's some pretty steep hills here. Alright, let's drop down in here. Look at this. This is a pretty interesting, like, place. A lot of ramps here. Oh, it's a worship center. Like, literally, if I had a real BMX bike, I would ride off of those. Like, look at how high that thing is. That would be a pretty insane ramp. But we're gonna continue on. You know what? We're gonna head out that way. See what's out that way. Oh yeah, there is a sidewalk. Oh, that would have hurt. Alright, we're gonna keep going that way. I'm gonna walk around. Alright. I think up there's a ramp. Trail of some sorts. that leads. Turn across. Yeah, and going back to the beginning of what I said, you can only keep forgiving somebody so much, and they'll just keep defiling and defiling, defiling and defiling your name, like as if you owe them something at some point. And the point of it is that they'll never understand why people genuinely are not, just don't get along with them. And it's because they're so selfish to the point where they'll never learn how selfish they really are. And it's just insane to see that, like, there are people actually out there like that, you know? It's the worst when your family is like that, and you have to put up with it. Just the selfishness that followed some of my family is just sad. And then they'll defile your name because out of their selfish desires and wanting stuff so badly that it doesn't make sense. And it's like, you're not gonna have anybody return to you being that selfish. You know, you gotta let people live. If you're not, you're gonna hold them back. They're gonna run away from you no matter what. And it's gonna be, you're just gonna have to sit there and deal with your own problems, because every problem you created by defiling this person's name is nobody else's problem but yours. And so when you're consistently out there defiling somebody's name, making them feel below themselves, they're gonna dislike you after a while. And that's a cruel, harsh reality that you're gonna have to deal with. And some people are so deep into it that they won't even accept that they're so deep into that. Like, they'll just keep defiling somebody's name until they show that they don't even care about them. And it's pretty insane that your whole family can do that to you, because they want you to do a certain thing a certain way. And when you don't want to do that, it just leads them to continue to do it. And then everybody else will do it because they believe the fact that they said, they believe every awful thing that's said about you. not understanding why it is that they're not getting the progress that they want. You know? So don't go around defiling people's names, especially your own family, because that's your own flesh and blood. But the dog's chasing me. Yeah. Family members that have been defiling my name for like years now. They just still haven't learned from their own mistakes, their own ways. And unfortunately, we get into situations where they will continue to do that to you because they don't know any other way of doing things. So defiling your name, claiming they care about you and love you, defiling your name is how they solve stuff. That's not love. That's hatred. You can't sit there and be like, oh, I care about this person, blah, blah, blah. Your goal is to put somebody into a fear tactic because you want something to happen quickly. That's not respect, buddy. That's not respect at all. What it is that's hatred that you brought upon yourself. And you're blaming everybody else but yourself for that. So in case you wonder why I actually decided to leave alone, that was part of the reason. It's like the fact that people keep defiling my name. People here don't see me like that. I don't know why somebody spends so much time defiling my name in a day. It's like, get a reality check, dude. Yeah, you're gonna end up alone. When you defile somebody's name so relentlessly, you end up alone. You end up alone because you show capability of how you treat others and how you want things to go your way. I'm not gonna end up alone because I know that I'm not in that state of thinking that person is. You know, bringing fear about people to get things done a certain way isn't gonna work in your favor. It's just gonna ruin everything for you because you're trying to play God. What's basically going to do is going to ruin things for you. You know, it's not gonna get things done quicker. Like example, if somebody says they're going to do something Friday, they'll get it done by Friday. You know, have faith in them. All right. Things they wanted that in the long run it messed everything up for them, you know. Putting fear into somebody else's life doesn't exactly always work in your favor. People need to understand that. Yep, people love inducing fear into somebody else's life, and that's the only way. Like what's being said here. Yeah, well, I mean, it is what it is. People just tend to induce fear into people's life, and it's just sad that they do it. Like, it's just like, you know, I've been dealing with it for years from like family and stuff like that. So it's really one of those things that like I've taken it with a grain of salt and I've dealt with it too much. That like at some point in time, those people inducing fear into your life are gonna push you away, whether they love you or not. Like, You know, when you love somebody, you're not supposed to put fear into their life, forcing them out of your life. And that's part of it. And that's why, like, I'm not mad about it. It's just like I'm okay because, you know, I follow God and everything. But some people are just way too much sometimes. And yeah, thank you guys for stopping in. Yeah, they always put fear on me, and it's just one of those things I like. It's just like what they're doing is they're kind of forcing other people to throw fear on top of me because they can't deal with things themselves. So like, hold on, let me turn the camera around. Because people want things done a certain way, they'll enforce fear onto you, expecting you to do things a certain way, you know. And somebody's already done that to me recently, where like they've induced fear onto me to make me feel a certain way, just to ruin my whole entire day. Because the people doing this, the people that throw fear onto people, they always push people out of their life because they don't understand how a situation is supposed to be. So what they do is they play God, and they think they're God. But the reality of the truth is, inducing fear into somebody's life to getting you to do something isn't exactly very, very friendly. In the long run, you lose friends, you lose people that way, instead of inducing fear into somebody else's life. And that's why you should never do it. If somebody says they're going to do something, and you know, give them the time. Like, I have something that's going on Friday, I said I would do. And yeah, they were pushing me away. And you know, it's not through God, but they were pushing me away. God was trying to pull me away from them because he kept seeing they kept putting fear into my life. And so that's why I ended up moving away like I did, because a majority of everybody continued to put fear into my life, and not just allowing me to explain myself and waiting till the time was right. We all have to wait on God, man. We all have to have that patience within God. We can't just get mad and demand stuff out of people. And that's what I was dealing with too much back where I was from. And that's one of the reasons I decided to leave. I was like, okay, well, if you're gonna be this pressure, if you're gonna keep pressuring me, just remember, fear into trying to getting me to do stuff on their watch when it wasn't supposed to be on their watch. That's how, like, you've seen me go through. That's how you've seen me. If you paid attention to my YouTube channel here, I've had so many great things happen to me that the fear tactics are a form of, like, getting people, like, fear tactics they think are always meant to motivate people. But what in reality, the truth is, it does is you push people away. So therefore, like, you know, like, you gotta let things fall into play. You can't just keep enforcing a person to do something because you want things done a certain way, you know. Oh yeah, well, yeah, that's something I will get back to. But I'm out riding today. This is exercise I do. Everybody thinks if I wake up early, I'm gonna sleep during the day. No, I don't sleep during the day. I get out and exercise. Everybody judges me all the time. That's the other reason why, like, the fear tactics they do are insane sometimes. It's like, it's something I don't even understand. But hey, found money in my pocket. But I try to be. But yeah, you know, there are two types of fear. There's fear in God, and then there's fear from people who are trying to intimidate you to do stuff. And that's the fear that's not good, because God doesn't like that fear. Because what that is that's people playing God right there, and God doesn't like that. God will come back and he'll bring the sword upon you for acting as such. What do you mean, show more parkour? Eventually I will, but like not today. I'm out riding today. I'm cruising around, just showing you guys where I am right now. But yeah, I'll do more shorts. I'm probably tomorrow I'm off, so I'll probably be busy tomorrow doing stuff with shorts and all that in the evening sometime, because it's really, really hot during the day. But I'm gonna get back to riding, so keep watching, you guys. All right, so we're gonna go back to where I'm staying. Yeah, look, you see, I just found like a couple of dollars in my pocket I didn't even know I had, because that's God blessing me, being like, well, they punished you enough today. Let me bless you with something today. And that's always how it works. And people don't understand that. People never understand that blessings come when you do something. When you're not being mean to people. Blessings come. And so, you know, that's the one thing I learned about, like, you know, believing in Jesus Christ and God is like you get blessed certain times, because you get blessed when people do awful things to you. And if people doing awful things, they end up like having all this like stuff happen to them, and they don't even realize that they've done it to themselves. So you guys real quick. Maybe you're on. Maybe you can find a fence spot. Not right now. I'm actually gonna go back right now. I'll do it tomorrow. guys are saying. I don't have the right pedals to be doing stuff like that. I mean, I can. I just don't have the right pedals to do it. It takes a lot of balance so in your hip area, like your lower waist, you have to have the balance right. Wheelings aren't about like upper strength. It's more about like getting the momentum and maneuvering it back and forth, like keeping balance. What the wheelie is about. Wait. So it's all about keeping the momentum, but like you got to keep your balance and your like weight distribution, like in your lower body, kind of to keep balance. Out here today. Oh boy. Wait. I don't have the proper pedals to do it. That's why I was trying to tell you guys. You have to have when it comes to that kind of stuff, you have to have a flat pedal so you can keep balance. It's like a go across. Watching a tutorial on manualing, and that's what they said. It's best to have flat pedals because like stability. that's really all you're gonna see. Everything you're seeing right now is all the stuff that's around me. I got time much. Actually, I think I can go. Oh, I gotta go up the sidewalk. Just went down that way earlier. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. I'll be doing that probably again at some point tomorrow. Oh wow! Don't let that happen to your. Don't let that happen to your kids, dude. Like that's not worth it. Got people opening up because they hear me talking outside the door for some reason. All right. So yeah, don't let people put women's clothes on your son, because that's just wrong. That will defile your children, and you don't want that. You got to honor your kids just as much as they will honor you as you get older. That's something that we all need to understand. There's an honor roll amongst father, son, father, daughter, mother, daughter, mother, son. Just honoring your children instead of talking horribly about them or saying they sleep all day or just making them look like a lazy bum. You know, that's how, that's a jealous parent. I hate to say it, but like, just be kind to your family, man. Don't degrade your family because you don't like what they're doing. If they take off from you, it's because you basically push them away, and maybe you learn something from that. But with that said, everybody, I'm done riding today. The best advice I can give everybody that's like that is following the name of somebody they love or their family or something like that. Just keep doing you. Somebody's gonna stand by your side eventually and tell those people to go live their own life, because at the end of the day, that doesn't make you into the person you are. Just because somebody's defiling you doesn't mean you are that person, and that's what needs to be understood. The people that keep defiling you either know you from your past or something you did that they didn't like. So they're just continuously defiling their name. And just remember, those who, when somebody's cursing you, just remember that comes back on them eventually, and they got to deal with that consequence themselves. So just remember that. That's why I don't defile people's names. I get mad and I talk about the situation, but it doesn't mean I'm going to go defile their name, And, I am where I am now. I'm in a new place, so why would I care about something that happened a little while ago unless the people trying, that's what I don't get about people that used to know me. Is they're so busy trying to defile my name that it's just insanely weird that they're doing it to people I know here in Texas, and I don't even have connections with those old people I used to know. And I came down here to get away from all that, and it somehow followed me, and I don't know why, and I don't know who's doing it, and I don't know how these people even get connected, but it's a shame. It's literally a shame that people are doing that to me right now. I came down to be part of a new environment, and I have friends right now that I work with, but it's like everybody's just so busy defiling me the way I used to be into now that they just don't seem to let the past go of stuff, and we're not our past, so just remember that. So but with that said, take care. I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go in and rest for a little bit. I'm not going to sleep though, because heaven forbid I'm gonna sleep all day. If I sleep, I'm not gonna sleep. I'm gonna go and I'm gonna go rest and do some activities, and we get ready to watch something here in the next few hours. So, and with that said, take it easy. God bless you.